Breaking news out of Washington tonight, where former U.S. and North Carolina Senator Kay Hagan has been hospitalized for the past 2 days. Florida newspaper The Lakeland Ledger spoke with Hagan's brother. The paper reports the 63-year-old was rushed to a hospital in Washington, D.C. Thursday after becoming seriously ill. Hagan's brother says she is in the ICU but did not specify what happened. He did say she did not have a heart attack and is not in a coma. In January, Hagan took a job as a senior policy consultant at a Washington, D.C. law firm. The Hagan family issued a statement this afternoon asking for privacy and saying, quote, "We like to thank everyone for their prayers and well wishes. Kay is receiving the best possible medical care, and we are very thankful for her doctors and nurses who are working tirelessly to help get her well." Hagan was a frequent visitor to her home state the past couple of months. She made frequent stops campaigning for Hillary Clinton. This is video from an event in September in Greensboro. Well wishes have been pouring in from various political leaders, including Governor-elect Roy Cooper, who says his wife and him are praying for Kay, Chip, and the entire Hagan family, calling her a great friend and champion from North Carolina. Senator Thom Tillis, who defeated Hagan for her Senate seat back in 2014, tweeted this, saying he is praying for Kay Hagan and her family and wishing her a speedy recovery back to good health. And former Senate candidate Desra tweeted this, sending good wishes and prayers to former Senator Hagan for a speedy recovery. Please keep her, Chip, and her family in your thoughts. Kay Hagan lives in Greensboro and has a law degree from Wake Forest University. After time in the private sector, she served in the North Carolina Senate from 1999 until 2008. She was elected to the U.S. Senate in 2008, defeating Elizabeth Dole, and served one term before Republican Thom Tillis won the seat in 2014. As we mentioned, she is now employed by a Washington law firm as a senior policy consultant. Burlington police are searching for whoever shot multiple rounds into a home this morning. It happened at 4 a.m. in the 600 block of Daly Street. Police say one man and woman were in the home at the time of the shooting. Luckily, though, no one was hurt. Anyone with information, you're asked to call Burlington Police or Alamance Crime Stoppers. In Winston-Salem, things are back to normal after a water main break closed both north and southbound lanes of Peters Creek Parkway at Link Road. Crews wrapped up those repairs about an hour ago, but drivers, you're still encouraged to use caution in that area. Here's a look at what the road looked like earlier today as crews were out there. Winston-Salem police say they saw at least 3 crashes last night due to that break. Thankfully, though, no one was seriously hurt. Coming up, Secretary of Defense Ash Carter will deploy troops in the fight against ISIS. Find out how many will be going to Syria. Plus, 4 lucky people get a chance to spend Christmas in the iconic House of a Christmas Story. How much they spent to earn this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Secretary of Defense Ash Carter will be sending 200 additional U.S. troops to Syria in the fight against ISIS. This is all part of the fight to drive ISIS out of their self-proclaimed capital in the city of Raqqa. He made the announcement at a security summit in Bahrain.
I can tell you today that the United States will deploy approximately 200 additional U.S. forces in Syria, including Special Operations Forces trainers, advisors, and explosive ordnance disposal teams. These uniquely skilled operators will join the 300 U.S. Special Operations Forces already in Syria to continue organizing, training, equipping, and otherwise enabling capable, motivated local forces to take the fight to ISIL.
Troops will help train U.S.-backed local forces. Units include special operations trainers as well as advisors.
Slick streets out there, and we're going to continue to look for slick streets, and those streets are going to be a little slick thanks to some showers lifting in from the south and southwest tonight, and more coming our way overnight. Here are the showers at this hour. You can see some of those rain showers lifting in from Asheboro as we continue to move north and east, and we'll see those showers lifting out over Randolph County, even a little wintry mix possible from areas of Mechanic through Martha and Pisgah. So we'll have more for you, of course, coming up as you get those showers out there. You also have A lot of rain moving in middle of the week with a potential now for some wintry mix in the mountains. We'll have much more for you. It's all coming up.
Plus a chance of a lifetime. How would you like to spend a day in a Christmas Story home? Well, we'll tell you how much the winning price for that visit when we return.
The Triad's #1 news, covering the entire Piedmont Triad. This is WXII 12 News.
A Family Dollar store manager in Colorado is being accused of robbing his own store. Colorado Springs police say 2 employees were tied up by 2 men robbing the store, one of them their boss. An employee gave officers a very detailed description, leading to the arrest of the assistant store manager as well as his accomplice.
Know who you are. All you have to do is speak or move around. They can tell your mannerisms. I mean, they've worked with you long enough. If you're an assistant manager, they know you. You know, I mean, it's kind of like, duh.
Obviously, both men are being held on $25,000 bond. They are expected to be in court December 20th. With Christmas right around the corner, it's crunch time for many mail carriers. The FedEx World Hub in Memphis, Tennessee is the largest facility at 800 acres wide. On average, they sort over 2 million packages per day in December. Morgan Brennan shares what you need to know as you wait on your packages to arrive.
After dark, this is the busiest airport in the world. And during the peak holiday season, it gets even busier. 160 FedEx planes land here at the Global Hub each night, carrying 2 million express packages destined for doorsteps.
The planning process started literally as soon as we were done, and then now we're headed into our Super Bowl. That's what this is.
Between Thanksgiving and Christmas Eve, FedEx expects to handle more than 355 million packages, 10% more than last year. Many will pass through here, sorted along 42 miles of conveyor belts in what's come to be known as the Matrix. Leading up to Christmas, this hub will operate around the clock with even longer sort times and even more planes coming through as last-minute online shopping spikes and with it, demand for express service. But will it all be enough to get packages delivered on time and without company costs climbing? That's a challenge that has plagued both FedEx and larger rival UPS in recent years, helping fuel a fierce competition for business.
The battle between FedEx and UPS continues, and FedEx continues to win market share. In the most recent quarter, UPS's volumes were up 5%. That's very strong in the current economic conditions, but FedEx's were up 10%.
But all the investments and planning in the world can't change the weather. To minimize Mother Nature's impact, FedEx has a team of 15 meteorologists watching the globe.
We're called upon to give forecast days in advance. So if we see that there's going to be a major event, say in Indianapolis or one of our hub locations, we do have some flexibility in the system to divert some of the packages.
Right now, FedEx forecasts relatively mild weather in what it expects to be another record-breaking peak season.
Closer to home, Greensboro police officers held their annual Shop with the Cop event this morning. Dozens of kids joined those officers to do a little bit of Christmas shopping ahead of the holiday. Jared Hill was at the event and shows us how it helps build relationships long after it's over.
Yeah, folks usually try to avoid places like Targets this time of year with them being swamped with all the Christmas shoppers. But today, about 50 Greensboro police officers and 50 kids got a chance to have a really cool experience here during the holidays. You've got to be a pretty speedy rapper when taking care of this many gifts. Today, dozens of Greensboro police officers joined the crowds at Target to help about 50 kids do a little Christmas shopping, armed with about $100 each.
It's the most fun thing I do all year.
Officers nominate families they've interacted with on calls in the past who they think could use a leg up.
The majority of the time that we're out here, we're responding to 911 calls, so we're dealing with people when they're having bad times. This is an event where we get to meet on good terms.
And he says some of those positive interactions go beyond the event. Some of these cops and families continuing to keep in touch even after they've left the store. All right, this Shop with the Cop event does work off of donations. So if you would like to help the Greensboro Police Officers Association with this for next year, just go ahead to their website. That's greensboropoa.com, and you can donate. Reporting in Greensboro, Jared Hill, WXII 12 News.
More than 2 months after Hurricane Matthew, many are still without a place to call home. So a man from Robeson County decided to help out by providing hot meals. Randy Lewis put up a makeshift kitchen in the parking lot of a Motel 6 in Lumberton. Relying completely on donations, he serves about 1,000 people a day. According to FEMA, more than 600 households still aren't back in their homes. Customers at an Arizona toy store walked away with their Christmas gifts paid for by an angel mystery couple. An employee at the Phoenix Toys R Us said the couple paid $13,000 for all the toys in their layaway. According to the store, about 50 to 60 families had toys on layaway.
It's amazing. I mean, with the economy right now, with everybody having hard times, for someone to go in and pay all that money, what a precious gift that is.
What a wonderful gesture there. According to the toy store, the couple says they didn't want the fame. They just wanted to help kids get toys for the holiday season. One lucky person is getting the chance to spend Christmas in the iconic A Christmas Story house. The Hollywood home was the center of an auction that ended Thursday. eBay lists the winning bid at $6,200. The winner will get a chance, though, to stay in the home for 2 nights from December 24th until the 26th. The winner also gets to bring 3 guests, collect $800 in gifts, and they also get to take home the iconic leg lamp.
Oh, wow.
What a way to spend Christmas and Christmas Eve.
Yeah, what an incredible gift. That's really a fun idea. Well, we have some snow for you, possibly in the 7-day forecast to put you in that holiday spirit, right? Plus some rain showers out there. We've had a few flurry sightings tonight around Winston-Salem, and you might have even been able to see a little bit there, and showers also falling in Burlington. So it is a bit messy out there, and this is all thanks to those showers that are lifting in from the southwest to the northeast. A little bit of this coming in from the south, and so our wind switch is actually going to help us out overnight. We're not expecting snow this time around as temperatures actually warm up, but we have had some pockets here of light wintry precipitation, a few flurries mixing in, and in the mountains the chance where we've seen this drizzle to freeze on those elevated surfaces is something we'll watch for slick spots for at least another 2 to 3 hours into the overnight as we have temperatures beginning to warm after midnight. Take a look at this. We may still hover in those 30s as we go through 2 a.m. then coming up into the 40s as we wake up and head out the door for the morning commute. Now, some pockets of heavier downpours are possible, but on average about 1/4 of an inch of rainfall, and some folks may get a lot less than that, but we'll see a few showers lingering through 9-10 a.m. This particular model wants to bring us some sunshine, clear us out briefly as we go into the afternoon, work out those clouds, and it may take temps into the upper 50s for a few folks as we see that west-southwest wind, and then we'll see temperatures start to come down. And then for Tuesday, we'll increase our rain chances again heading into Wednesday morning as well. So temperatures hovering in those 30s at least through overnight and beginning to lift into the 40s. Your morning lows today were in the teens. We had highs that did make it into the mid-40s, a little warmer than your Saturday, so gradually creeping up. And by the afternoon, thanks to this new air mass, or new flow, I should say, and new wind pattern, we've got a warmer day ahead. So temperatures are in the 30s right now, and we will see those improving conditions as we have a west-southwest wind. And here you go with rainfall totals. You know, we're looking at about 1/100 of an inch as we go through 7 a.m. Then we start to see this total up between 9 and noon, and that seems to be our best opportunity for some deeper downpours. And then by Tuesday into Wednesday night, we'll look at some of those showers rolling in. And here you go with a chance for some mountain snow showers. So yeah, we'll be looking at that threat also into next weekend as we see a big air mass cool off and drop us back into the teens for morning lows. Not looking fantastic there. Your patchy showers through Monday. And here you go, one of our other models forecasting that we've got some of that clearing taking place. And by Tuesday, we may see a little bit more lift our way through the afternoon and potentially lingering into Wednesday. We do know Wednesday may be a bit cloudier for us now. So you've got 50s out there, rain chance of about 60%. We'll keep you in a rainy pattern in Hayes and North Wilkesboro, possibly a little clearing by the afternoon. And in McGrady and Sparta, we'll see 48 degrees. So an overall warmer day for everyone. And later in the week, not adding a whole lot to our rainfall totals, maybe another 1/10 to 1/1500 of an inch if we're lucky. Your 7-day forecast stretches out like this. You've got a cool down coming again Thursday into Friday, and we may look at wintry precipitation for Saturday night into Sunday, even in the Triad. We'll keep you posted.
All right, Spider-Man fans, get ready. The web-weaving superhero is on his way back to the big screen. The trailer debuted on ABC's Jimmy Kimmel Live Thursday night. It's the first movie co-produced by Marvel Studios and Sony Pictures. Sony struck a deal with Marvel, adding him into the cinematic universe. The previous 5 Sony films brought in nearly $4 billion worldwide. Spider-Man: Homecoming hits theaters July 7. We have a look at your sports report coming up after the break.